This is New Media TV in London.
Yes, guys, hi. Yes, you are welcome back. Yes, sorry about that. We, as a matter of fact, had some technical issues with our microphone. I hope you guys I hope some of you are back. Please, if you are back with us, let me see and let me hear your comment, please. Let's see who and who is back. Yes, Meskena Anthony Owowo. Yes, something went wrong and the microphone was dropping from the main studio, so we had to fix that once again. Let me see who and who is now back with us, so maybe this will give us the opportunity to even deliberate more on some issues. Okay, guys, let's wait for the others to actually join us back. Make your presence known if you are still with us online. Let's see you. Steve Osagie, okay. Steve Osagie is there. Okay, who else? Miss Kenna, Anthony, Isabel Oyikonsola Aigbokiki. Yes, good evening. Yes, something went wrong with the microphone. Akoni Omo Ogunalakufo. Yes, let's know if some of you are back with us. In the meantime, let's see if we can probably bring in a video for your pleasure. Let me see which of the video clips will nourish your inner mind. Let's see which of them. Oh yes, Anibolaji, you are welcome back as well. Let me look for some MP4, some video to play so that we can all remind ourselves. Let's see, as we wait for the others to join us, because they've been with us, and it will be suicidal if we proceed without them listening to the entire stream as they started with us. Let's see. Okay, reference. Let's see this one. No, let's see, not this one. Guys, let's wait for some of our people to please join us. But in the meantime, I think we can actually fine-tune ourselves with Aye. Let's listen to Aye.
This is New Media TV in London.
Àní orúkọ táyé ń jẹ́ ayé lóníwàkiwàkí ń payé lẹ́kún, ayé àwọ̀ ayé tí ń mú ní ká tó fura. Ènìyàn àwọ̀ ènìyàn kì í ṣe ká mọ̀ dí ènìyàn. Ènìyàn lé ènìyàn ní sọ ni tó bá gùn tẹ́lẹ̀ ó kúrú. Ayé ní sẹ́ni à ń sì dẹni tí ń sinmi. Ayé tí bàtàyé jẹ́, ayé tí tútàyé ṣe. Ènìyàn tó tó ayé fún un. Ènìyàn tí ènìyàn bá débi iṣẹ́ tó bá ń ṣe iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ bó ti tọ́, ẹni ẹ̀jẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ lásán tó lè gbógun. Bí òun ẹ̀rù mímọ́ ibi iṣẹ́ òòjọ́ ó tún dára lọ́wọ́ ènìyàn. Wọ́n lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀tẹ̀ sí láìṣẹ̀ wọ́n bíi kéèyàn ó ṣiṣẹ́ ní lójú wọn. Ayé tó tó gbogbo ọmọ aráyé níbikíbi ni. Ẹ wò gbé sí ayé ènìyàn bó ṣe kún fún wàhálà. Ẹni ẹjọ́ pàdé níbi iṣẹ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ ọ̀ká kí ló kókó rà lọ́wọ́ àwọn abínú ẹni. Ọ̀tá ilé òjẹ́ oṣù jẹ́jẹ́ ti bí iṣẹ́ tó ní kò sáàyè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o sì ní gbowó tiẹ̀ mọ́ tiẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ oúnjẹ ni kó wájọ ń ṣe. Ó fẹ́ kó oúnjẹ ó bọ́ lọ́wọ́ rẹ, kò sì fẹ́ fòkèlè tí ń bẹ lọ́wọ́ tiẹ̀ sílẹ̀. Bí ojú oníṣẹ́ oṣù, bí ojú oníṣòwò déédéé ní tó jẹ́, bí ẹjọ́ nájà níbìkan olùgbé oyin lọ́wọ́ wọn, àgàgà tó bá tó wá mú ṣọ́ọ̀bù gbé wọn wá dáràn gbà. Ohun tó rò tó mú ṣọ́ọ̀bù gbé wọn ẹjọ́ rẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ babaláwo, àwọn òṣìkà ẹ̀dá nítorí ilẹ̀ búbẹ́rẹ́ wọn fẹ́ kó kú láì tásìkò. àṣé bá a ṣe lóyún ẹ̀dá la ní wàhálà múyún gẹ́lẹ́ bí a ti dọ́lá tá la dé ni gbàrà bí a ti dánìyàn tán la dá wàhálà. ẹyẹ àkókò palédà ó sáfáráyé aráyé títọpasẹ̀ lóhùn igi nílé ẹyẹ. eku ẹ̀mí ò jẹ́ sunlé àná ọmọ aráyé náà ló bẹ̀rù eku kan lójú pé eku ẹ̀mí kì í sunlé ọjọ́ kejì. eku ẹ̀mí ò jẹ́ sunlé àná ọmọ aráyé náà ló bẹ̀rù. káfẹ́fẹ́ bá wógi tí ò bá ṣe rúró ṣe ní káfẹ́fẹ́ padà lẹ́yìn igi ló dára. tó bá ṣe ní ayé dójúlé irọ́ ni àwọn ènìyàn táyé wọn ò ní dùn kì í fẹ́ kí tẹni tó fẹ́ dùn ó dùn. tó bá lénìyàn tó ti jẹ́ pé ó ti kọ́lé oláwò lásìkò kan tó wá ń gbélé ahoro ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí ọ̀rọ̀ wò lábẹ́nú ọmọ aráyé ló wà ń bẹ̀. àwọn ènìyàn burú ènìyàn lé ṣọ́ra fẹ́ ènìyàn ṣọ́ra fẹ́ dà á ṣọ́ra ènìyàn lé ènìyàn lé.
Yes, guys, we are back, and I strongly we are going to go and we're going to sail smoothly. Narada Franklin, Don Iniesta, Anibolaji, Steve Osagie. I'm not too sure if Meskana is still with us, as he's watching from the other side, from Asia, in Indonesia, and it is almost close to midnight. Yes, guys, what we've been talking about, let me remind you, is about Nigeria today, the hopelessness, the hopeless journey so far. Hope in a hopeless situation in Nigeria, which is an act by Nigerians in maintaining a positive outlook or the belief that things can improve in Nigeria when circumstances seem incredibly difficult or impossible to change in 64 years of decadence, decay. You see, the book of IBB that's in vogue at the moment, A Journey in Service, is exactly what we want to talk about. And the social media that is agog with the issue of MKO Abiola, and I'm still saying it, that there are many parties to the June 12 election, to the annulment of the June 12 election. On top of the list of those that perpetrated the annulment of June 12 is Olusegun Obasanjo, the boss to Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida. He perpetrated it. He gave the military order to Ibrahim Babangida to appoint Chief Ernest Shonekon as the head of the interim government. Ikulu Bolaje, and I'm pretty sure what Arishekola Alao of Ibadan told me was that Obasanjo was the man that actually gave Ibrahim Babangida the military order to annul June 12. So if Obasanjo's omission of giving the military order is omitted from the book, then justice is not done to that book. So far, so good. A total of about, let me see, a total of about, let me see, a total of about 70 point something billion, 17.5 billion naira was raised for Ibrahim Babangida's presidential library at the book launch. You see, from what I gathered, Dangote donated 8 billion naira, Rabiu donated 5 billion naira. Some people were not comfortable. The Abiola's family were not comfortable. The Abacha's family were not comfortable, because over 30 years, IBB is now admitting the error he made whilst he was in power. Yes, he once told me in one of my sessions with him that if there were things he could do right now, he will do them differently. But then, as at that time, what exactly what was at play here? This is it. The power game. That was exactly what was at play. Power game. And that power game is the North versus South. Northern Arewa versus Southern Nigeria. From the analysis so far, some people, Babangida claimed that the northern elders were after him. But then, in an ideal condition, Babangida should have retired Sani Abacha with him as he was leaving power. But he never did. Yes, he never mentioned Obasanjo's name. Narada Franklin, let's post your comment. Narada Franklin, you said, Honorable Frank Bello, Babangida said he accepts full responsibility for all that happened on June 12, 1993. He never mentioned Obasanjo's name at all. Probably he's scared, but I am mentioning Obasanjo's name now because there are some things that were not documented. Like I said it. Even the winner of the June 12 election knew that Obasanjo was the brain behind the annulment, minus other factors, minus Brigadier Nimil Dogoyaro, Sani Abacha, and David Mark, who came out blatantly and then said if Abiola is installed as the president, he will shoot Abiola to death. Abiola was not a saint, and I'm still repeating everything, and I stand firm that he wasn't a saint. Abiola was part and parcel of the people that subjected you and I to this terrible ordeal that we are having to face as Nigerians today, either in Nigeria or Nigeria. Abiola was one of the biggest beneficiary of the military establishment in Nigeria. And Abiola's moment of benefiting from the Nigerian military started from Murtala Ramat Mohammed, because Ajoke Mohammed, Murtala's wife, and Simbiat were best of friends. Good evening, Patricia. Did you get that? Simbiat Abiola and Ajoke Mohammed, Murtala Mohammed's wife, they were best friends, best and closest friends. When Murtala Mohammed became the military head of state, after he toppled Gowon's administration, Simbiat discussed with Ajoke Mohammed the predicaments of her husband, MKO Abiola, without a job. And that was how Murtala Mohammed then gave MKO Abiola, at the back of his card, to recommend MKO Abiola to the chairman of ITT at the time. And that was how Abiola then became the chief accountant of the ITT. From there, who liquidated ITT and then replaced ITT with Radio Communications of Nigeria? Of course it is MKO Abiola. Have you forgotten Fela's song ITT, like I said it in my earlier stream? International Tif Tif ITT. It was MKO Abiola that Fela Anikulapo Kuti was referring to at the time. So, a journey in service which detail Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida's autobiography. If what I am telling you today about the military order that Obasanjo gave to Ibrahim Babangida not to hand over power to a womanizer, then that book is incomplete. And the book is not telling Nigerians the true picture of what really happened during the June 12 annulment. Truth must be told. Now the Abiola family are now crying. All their business kaput, because those business were not founded on a solid ground and on a solid foundation. Those business empires created by MKO Abiola were founded with blood money. Blood money. Like I said to you the other time, Ife Kem Nwobodo, like I said, good evening. Like I said the other time to you guys, what about, where is Samuel Doe's money? The several millions of dollars that IBB gave to MKO Abiola to keep on behalf of the Doe's family in Liberia. You guys think, who at the end of the day did you think continue to look after Samuel Doe's family after Simbiat died? And Abiola told Ibrahim Babangida that Simbi is dead, and as such the money is gone. I got some Narada Franklin. A lot of you are watching this stream on YouTube. Narada Franklin, you said, let's post your comment. In a sane country, Babangida would have been arrested and in custody by law for a treasonable felony charge, but the fact that Babangida has not been arrested shows Nigeria is not working. I have some. Let me show you some. Let me show you some publication. That says, I think it is this one. Let me see. I think it is this one. Watch this. I think it is this one actually. Yeah. Look at this. Narada Franklin. This was a publication in the National Concord. MKO Abiola's National Concord, published Wednesday, 30 December 1987. Things was very good. They were the best of friends at the time because both MKO Abiola and IBB were enjoying the privileges that Nigeria can only provide to a few elites in the country. In the same National Concord owned by MKO Abiola, check it out, as far back as 1987, oil subsidy palaver. National Concord published it in red arrow that no citizen can sue IBB because he was the head of state, and Abiola was a direct beneficiary, making billions under the same administration. That was when things were very good amongst the two of them. Many people probably forget, but records don't lie. As at that same time, make no mistakes, MKO Abiola was ready to do anything that will obstruct him from the money he was steadily making and milking from the Nigerian system. You have to talk about that. You have to look into that. Failure to look into that, then justice is not done. Do you know how many people that should have been superhumans today, but for the greed that MKO Abiola played under many administrations in Nigeria, from Murtala Mohammed right up to his death, plunged Nigeria further into a state of decadence paralysis. I am not going to forget such a thing. What about the role MKO Abiola played in 1978? From 1977-78, to the extent that a grade 2 teacher was installed as your president, Shehu Shagari, when as a matter of fact it was audible to the deaf, audible to the deaf, that Awolowo won the 1979 general elections. This same Obasanjo said the best candidate will not win that election. Heaven knows where we should have been had Obasanjo played the right political game as a military junta in between 1976 and 1979. MKO Abiola was part and parcel of the same system that actually robbed Chief Obafemi Awolowo in 1979. The likes of Richard Akinjide Ebonyagbola, MKO Abiola, Chief Adisa Akinloye, Joseph Wires, Umaru Diko. Where are they today? Look at how each and every one of these people died miserable. The blood of the innocent Nigerians who died, who struggled, and all these leaders showed an I don't care attitude, is crying high in heaven for revenge. Abiola wasn't a saint. He wasn't a saint. And this is why I am extremely mad. Nigerians that are so very proud people, they wrecked everything. It's a big shame. Now, let's now talk about the people that were at the book launch. Those that were at the book launch. And I want to bring in a very good case study once again to buttress my argument everything I have been saying all along to each and every one of you. The book event witnessed all the living heads of state in the country, starting all the way from the oldest of them, General Yakubu, there. Obasanjo himself was there. All the living vice president and second in commands that are alive, they were all there. Yemi Oshibajo was there. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was there. It was who is who in Nigeria that were at the book launch. I watched the proceedings live on the day. So the dignitaries present at the book launch, you see, we witnessed who is who. Don Iniesta, I will take your comment, and I will take Anibolaji's comment as well. All the dignitaries present, the gathering saw who is who in Nigeria. At that book launch, it was Ibrahim Babangida, knowing who IBB is. He's a friend to many people. I cannot dispute that. He's got many friends, and he's got a lot of enemies as well. I know that. You see, if we can have the likes of General Gowon, who is the oldest serving head of state, Obasanjo, followed by Obasanjo, Abdusalam Abubakar, Goodluck Jonathan, Yemi Oshibajo, and many people. Now, let us ask ourselves, and I'm going to give you two instances. Why was your former president and former military junta, Muhammadu Buhari, was not there? Even your current president, the current president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was there. But Muhammadu Buhari was not there. And according to Babangida's statement that I watched live, Babangida said, Muhammadu Buhari sent one of his ministers to represent him from Daura. There is a cover-up, and they're still covering Muhammadu Buhari that died in 2017 and was long buried in Saudi Arabia. Buhari was not there. What is this telling you? Atiku was there. Oshibajo was there. It was who is who. Where is Muhammadu Buhari? Now, this is now telling you indirectly that the contracted Muhammadu Buhari's tenure ended. And as such, the contracted Muhammadu Buhari that is currently enjoying in Daura is a fake, dodgy, latex, silicone Muhammadu Buhari. Muhammadu Buhari was long dead, long gone. So, if as old as General Yakubu Gowon is in his 90s at the moment, Obasanjo was there. The current president, Bola Tinubu, was there. Yemi Osinbajo, all of them. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Where is Muhammadu Buhari? Why has Muhammadu Buhari not showed up at the book launch? Number one instance. Number two instance. You remember during Yusuf's wedding, Buhari's son's wedding. Go check the pictures again. I've got them in my archives. The fake dodgy latex Muhammadu Buhari was put to one side, and guess who represented the father of the groom at Yusuf Buhari's wedding? Atiku Abubakar. Atiku represented the father. So you've got a living soul of Muhammadu Buhari alive, and Muhammadu Buhari will stay to what they will put Muhammadu Buhari to one corner only for somebody else from Adamawa who then represented Muhammadu Buhari at Yusuf's wedding. Where is Muhammadu Buhari? I am not going to deviate, and I owe nobody any apology. And the day I am vindicated and the secrets becomes open, that's the day I personally will wage my own war and attacks on those that believe I am stupid. Second instance. There are many instances. Let's take your comments. Patricia, you said correct. I don't know exactly what I was saying as at that time when you said correct. Narada Franklin, let's post your comment. IBB's book should have been labeled as A Journey in Criminality, not Service. It is not too late to punish IBB for his role in the conspiracy to annul June 12, 1993 presidential elections. He never acted alone. I see no reasons why he should be punished for it. He said he accepted the blame. And then Look at all the atrocities committed. Look at how MKO himself siphoned Samuel Doe's money. Anibolaji, let's post your comment. They all have skeletons in their cupboards. History is very powerful. That's the reason why they get rid of history subject from educational institutions in that country. You're absolutely spot on. Because history will never judge all of them well. They know what they're doing. Done. Let's now post your comment. IBB was part of the people that destroyed Nigeria. All of them, they are all part of, they all participated. We can never exonerate any of them. None of them should be exonerated. Steve Osage, Buhari is long dead. Narada Franklin, IBB, OBJ, Abdusalam and David Mark deserves to be arrested, investigated and jailed for life imprisonment without a parole. Who is going to arrest them? You are not. Nigeria is not a Western democracy. It's an African jungle democracy. Aderibigbe Felicia, let's post your comment. Mr. Frank Bello Equato, please, where to get the book 2011 or the one I showed you, the magazine? Are you talking about this magazine, the one I published? This has been published since 2011. Look. Yeah, 2011. I did a lot of investigations. In fact, this is the only copy that I have at the moment, with the exception of those ones that Goodluck Ebele Jonathan confiscated and messed up my magazine business. I've got thousands of them, thousands and thousands of them still locked up in a garage in Lagos. That was very painful. You see, so far so good. They've raised 17.5 billion naira towards Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida's presidential library in Mina. So in one spot, just one spot, Nigerians can raise 17.5 billion naira. Now imagine what 17.5 billion naira raised to build an IBB presidential library will do to impact the lives of some Nigerians who are in a terrible state today. Look at Nigerians dying left, right and center from hunger, from poverty, from corruption, from lack of medical care services. Blacks are the problems of blacks. In a country that flows with milk and honey. But Nigerians don't even love themselves, because you see, Why do you think you've got so many ritual killings in the country today? Because what many of these leaders were supposed to do in order to better the lives of the common man, give them education, teach them how to work, whether mechanic, whether carpenter, whether anything, establish technical colleges to train them in handwork, sewing. Perhaps Nigeria would have less social problems to have to deal with. I was watching a particular video that I was crying. A guy, a young man of about 27, killed his girlfriend for ritual money and then took the girlfriend's body to his mother because his mother instructed him to kill his girlfriend. So many cases. There's another case. In fact, there are so many cases of ritual killings in Ilorin at the moment amongst the Islamic clerics and the Alfas. But hey, then and again, you see all these Alfas and all the Islamic clerics in Ilorin now accusing the traditional worshippers, whereas they are the people killing for money rituals. You know, if you now find a situation in Nigeria whereby you get all your dapper pastors ripping off their congregations, cursing them if they don't give their tithes and a lucrative offering. Nigeria is screwed up. And I'm still maintaining my stand that if the likes of MKO Abiola and all those that put Nigeria through the state of decadence paralysis that the country is today, perhaps Nigeria would have been a better country had Obasanjo did the rightful thing in 1979 by handing over power to the person that won that election. Perhaps Nigeria wouldn't have been in this mess, and we probably should have ascended to a different realm of human development as a nation. But hey, guess what? Because Nigerians, they have sinned in the eyes of Tetragrammaton Sabaoth, the Lord of Hosts. That's why Tetragrammaton Sabaoth is punishing Nigeria. For sins committed by all the leaders against humanity. You think the blood of the innocent leaders that were killed, I don't care whether the leader is from the north or from the south. Tafawa Balewa was murdered brutally. Sadarina of Sokoto, Premier of Northern Nigeria, was murdered brutally. S.L. Akintola was murdered brutally. What about the 1976 military coup that killed Murtala Ramat Mohammed, Lieutenant Colonel Akintunde Akinshewa, his aide-de-camp, Colonel Ibrahim Taiwo, the military governor of Kwara State, what about the death of Ken Saro-Wiwa that Abacha handed over to the cold hands of death? All because Ken Saro-Wiwa was campaigning for his rights in the Niger Delta. Nigeria is cursed. I remember in 1999, Obasanjo said it in one of his statements that there is a jinx hanging on Nigeria, and I identified 3 of the jinx hanging on the nation. Nobody can cleanse Nigeria or purify Nigeria. The only thing that can only happen to Nigeria as I am talking to you is to break up Nigeria. Each and every one go their separate ways. Nigeria is dead. Nigeria is gone. Well, in as much as injustice was done to MKO Abiola too carried out the same injustice to Baba Obafemi Awolowo as well. In 1979. Let me quickly sort out the lighting that is flashing. Let me see if I can bring in a video interlude for you guys. Let me bring in this for you.
This is New Media TV in London. Live stream with confidence. On this channel, we tell stories through digital content in areas of politics, bad leadership, and governance throughout Africa and the rest of the world. Your feedback and experience is very important to us. It helps us build a more robust community now than ever. If this is your first time on our channels, please don't forget to smash the like button and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's get started.
Very constructive meeting with the president. We, the patriots, and I believe you know what the patriots are. The patriots are a non-partisan group of eminent Nigerians. Some call us leaders of thought, who are committed to the unity of our country and good governance of our country under a legitimate people's democratic constitution. So we came to convey this view that Nigeria needs a people's democratic constitution. Nigeria, we affirmed to Mr. President, is a pluralistic country. And you know that pluralistic countries exist all over the world. Those of them that addressed their pluralism by having true federal constitutions have survived. The example is India and Canada. But those pluralistic countries that failed to address their basic challenge of pluralism through federal constitution have ended up disintegrating. Examples of that are Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, and here in Africa, Sudan. These countries existed, in the case of Yugoslavia and Czechoslovakia, for about 100 years as one country, but they eventually disintegrated because they could not manage their pluralism through truly federal constitution. And we put some proposals to Mr. President, and we urged him to send the President's executive bill to the National Assembly, a bill that will call for two essential measures. One, the convening of a National Constituent Assembly to be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we suggested that such National Constituent Assembly should consist of individuals elected by the people on non-party basis. Say, for example, 3 individuals per state, per each of the 36 states, and 1 from the Federal Capital Territory. And they should be mandated to produce a new draft constitution. And we also suggested that in the bill, the National Assembly should be asked to legislate for a national referendum, because as our laws stand at the moment, we have no provision for a national referendum. And we concluded by saying that the draft constitution to emerge from the Constituent Assembly should be subjected to the national referendum in order to give the peoples of Nigeria a chance to determine their new constitution. We also talked about the current crisis of protests throughout the country. And we suggested, advised the President, that in our view, the government at the federal and state levels should dialogue with the leaders of the protests. The government should take the initiative in dialoguing with the leaders of the protests. And secondly, we advised that the law enforcement agencies, namely the police and the army, should avoid using lethal weapons in the management of the protests, so that we do not have casualties, people killed because the law and order enforcement agencies are managing the protests. So these were the points that we put to Mr. President. Believe that with the challenges facing this country, the challenge of national unity, the challenge of insecurity, the challenge of poverty and hunger, I do not believe that the cost of setting up a Constituent Assembly with the mandate to produce a constitution, because all these challenges that we are currently facing are symptoms of the inappropriateness of the constitution that we have at present.
Yes, guys, that was Chief Dr. Emeka Anyoko, the former Commonwealth Secretary General, lending his own voice to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that the process to restructure Nigeria should start now. Look, as we bring this second part of the stream to an end, let's quickly take some of your comments. Aderibigbe Felicia, you said yes, the one I published, that is this particular publication. Unfortunately, this is the only copy I have, and I've got thousands since 2011 in a garage in Lagos. That publication was seized by Goodluck Ebele Jonathan because there were so many exposés that really tarnished his administration. Narada Franklin, He said, do you all know that IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case has been transferred to a Sharia court in northern Nigeria? Well, I'll have to fact check that, but I don't think it's going to work. Maybe that will ease the complete disintegration of Nigeria. Okay, guys, let's bring the stream to an end. We've talked about Nigeria today, the hopelessness, the hopeless journey so far. Hope in a hopeless situation. And you know, Nigerians being who they are, they like to maintain a positive outlook on the belief that, things can improve in their country when circumstances seem incredibly difficult or impossible to change in 64 years of decadence and decay. Now, if this is your first time on our channel, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow us, and then share this stream. I want to seize the opportunity to thank each and every one of you who came back and who were on the first stream. Anibolaji, you were one of them, and the rest later joined us in this second leg as the streaming microphone was behaving funny. Again, I'm just receiving Radha Franklin's comment. Let's post it. Nigeria is a disputed territory until it will allow a referendum or a popular plebiscite vote to happen in order that determines whether the people wishes to remain together as one entity or not. I think it's going to happen very, very shortly. The stress and the pressure will continue to put it on them. Guys, thank you all for watching the stream. Today, Sunday, the 23rd day of February 2025. The time in London is 21:07. Please share the stream, and you'll do us that big favor if you do that. There are some people actually dying to have this information, especially the expose on the June 12th annulment, because there are so many hearsay and a lot of people are giving their own narration of events based on what's going on in the social media. But I have been there and I've interviewed a lot of people, and I've got all the records, and I believe no one can challenge me. Not even Ibrahim Babangida himself can challenge all what I have to say, because I say it the way it is. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So until next time, guys, I'll keep posting some new super videos for you to watch, short ones, and I hope to be back with you with something. Well, we've got the part 2 and part 3 of our stream that we have not concluded yet, which is Nigeria, the various mineral resources that's available, and our own personal recommendation, and then combined with the work that the Eminent Elders Forum they've been doing, and what we hope should be a proper structure Nigeria, and the outlook of a proper structure Nigeria. For me, based on the analysis that I gave in the presentation, I see a Nigeria of about 8 geopolitical zones, and each zones controlling their territory without interference from the other. I'm going to show you because I've got everything already mapped out. So guys, thanks for coming in to watch this show tonight. Share it, and I hope to see you next time. Watch out for more videos, and until next time, have a great week, and I hope to see you guys soon. Narada Franklin, yes, we'll talk tomorrow, and I know you've been trying to get hold of me, but I've been extremely busy. Until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you, and have a great week. God bless you. Good night.
New Media TV. Beyond the headlines. News in its purest form. If you have enjoyed this video or any of our podcasts or live streams, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe for more content like this. We make information simple. Your experience matters to us. Liberty Media Communications. Live stream with confidence. Fewness of words. Greatness of deeds. We empower people around the world to stand up for their social or ethical principles of freedom or entitlement. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video or live stream.